Welcome to the coolest stuff on the planet.
Greetings and welcome to the podcast. I'm Rachel. That lady cracking up over there is Catherine.
Hey Rachel, how are you doing today?
Good. Sorry about that. And this is the coolest stuff on the planet. We're going to check out Route 66, and we're going to look at, the title says 6 cool facts about the road, but I think, honestly, from our list, it's more like 66, but we'll try to keep it to close to 6. So, Catherine, you wanna start us off?
Yeah, well, my first fact is, what's up with Route 66? I mean, why do people have this iconic impression of it? It wasn't the first highway built, it's not the longest, but the significance of it was, all the small towns that were connected along that route. So it wasn't just a situation of, let's find the quickest way between Chicago and LA. This was really designed to connect towns together. Even though it's not shown on state maps anymore, if you would like to drive this route, you can drive it. Just go to historic66.com.
Okay, now on to fact number 2. One of the big movers and shakers behind Route 66, and he's often called the father of Route 66, was this businessman from Oklahoma named Cyrus Avery.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted it to be named Route 66, but then the groups that were sort of organizing it, there was a lot of disagreement, and eventually they settled on 66 in 1926.
Why 66 especially?
I think I was reading that they just liked the way the 6 and the 6 looked together. I don't know, it looked nice, it sounded nice.
That kind of leads us to fact number 3, which is basically about the culture along the road, the roadside attractions and the culture. And, I found this great quote in a book called United States on the Road, and it talks a little bit about it, so I just thought I'd read it. And what it says is, Route 66 was Burma shave signs, neon signs, full-service gas stations, mom-and-pop diners, blue plate specials, homemade pies, and waitresses who called everybody honey and winked at the kids and yelled at the cook.
That kind of culture was a big part of the route's appeal. So today a lot of these kitschy stops and all these things are closed, but some of them are still open today. There's the Cadillac Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, which has all those upside-down Cadillacs that you can paint, you can graffiti.
Oh,
yeah?
Ah.
In Flagstaff, Arizona, you have the Twin Arrows, which is just basically these 2 giant painted telephone poles that look like arrows. So, yeah, there's a lot of quirky stuff.
Yeah, that's part of the appeal. And speaking of quirky stuff, my fact number 4 is about the song Route 66, which everyone knows. And, the story behind that is that in 1946, there was this up-and-coming songwriter named Bobby Troup. And he was driving from Pennsylvania to LA, to seek his fortune, as it were. And during the drive, his wife Cynthia suggested that he write a song about highways. And she thought of this rhyme, get your kicks on Route 66. And Bobby Troup writes the words and the music as he's driving along Route 66. And when they get to LA, he performs the song for Nat King Cole, and it becomes a hit.
Okay, now let's move on to fact number 5. Route 66 has famously been called or known as the Mother Road because of this particular novel by a guy called John Steinbeck. So you probably heard of it, The Grapes of Wrath. But
I think I have.
Yeah, it's fairly famous.
Uh-huh.
So Steinbeck in this book is writing about the 1930s Depression era, the Dust Bowl. So migrants are heading along Route 66 towards California in search of, salvation, a better life. Like, he really immortalizes this road through his description of it.
Yeah, it obviously had a lot of promise to people coming from, the Dust Bowl and those areas going to LA. That's going to move us on to fact 6, which is about Phillips 66, which I was always curious about, if there was a connection between that gas station and the road, and there actually is. Apparently in 1927, the Phillips Petroleum Company was test driving high-octane fuel on Route 66, and the car reached a cruising speed of 66 miles an hour, and that made them decide to call the gas company Phillips 66, and even the logo was inspired by the signs on Route 66.
That's so cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I think that's a good fact to end on. That makes our 6 or 66, however many we threw in there. We may have snuck a few in. But that's just a little snapshot of this incredibly historic road. There's so much more to it. If you want to learn more, right off the top of my head, I can suggest 2 sources. Our sister podcasts, or I guess maybe our brother podcasts, since the hosts are guys. But Stuff You Should Know and Car Stuff both did episodes on Route 66, so we definitely recommend you check those out.
And there's also an article called 13 Vintage Businesses on Route 66, and another one that's what's so special about Route 66, both on howstuffworks.com.
And on that note, I guess we'll see you next time for more cool stuff.
For more on this and thousands of other topics, visit howstuffworks.com and let us know what you think. Email travelpodcast@howstuffworks.com. Don't forget to check out our other podcasts, free on iTunes.